What's up, guys? What's up, girls? Here we are walking up $3,100. It wasn't an easy $3,100. I actually was up $2,200, then I went all the way back to red $1,100, and I should have walked, and I actually did, but I exported the wrong file, so I had to open up my platform again, and I got sucked right back into trading. And
trade one stock.
What's up, guys? What's up, girls? Hope you guys are doing just fantastic. Here I am walking up green, $6,000, cha-ching. Now, it's kind of a dishonorable day because I broke my rules. I got back on after I shut down. Even after I overtraded, I got back on. SST was ripping. I had FOMO. I decided to get back on. I knew it was kind of stupid. And right away when I got on, I made $1,500 bucks. I was like, sweet, I'm dialed in. SST is ripping. Shorts are pinched. It's going great. Well, next thing you know, I'm lost 500, then I'm up only 3,500, then I'm up only 3,000, then I'm up only 2,500. Next thing you know, I'm up only $1,700. And I'm like, what the heck? All I had to do was follow my rules. All I had to do was stay off my computer, and I would have had $3,100. And it wasn't an easy day to begin with. I went up $2,200, and then I went all the way back to, not back, but I went all the way down to negative 1,100. And from a negative 1,100, I came all the way back very slowly, not in one trade, very slowly. I came all the way back up to 3,000, and I shut down there. And I overtraded just to get to that point, because I had originally shut down at negative 750. I was like, all right, forget it, guys. I was up 2,200. Now I'm down 800. Let me shut it down. So I exported the file. I exported what I thought was the file, which turned out to be the wrong file. So I had to log back onto Thinkorswim, and I got sucked back in, just like a gambler would get sucked back into playing the slots. I got sucked back in. Next thing you know, I'm trading SST again, and from there it worked out. I went down to 1,100, and then I was like, I should have just shut down. But I said, screw it, let's keep trading. Let's keep looking for trades on SST. And I caught some lucky breaks, I'm not going to lie. I saw some patterns forming, the usual pullbacks, double bottoms. I caught a couple nice trades. Next thing you know, I'm up 500, then I'm up 1,000, then I'm up 2,000, then I catch a nice trade, I'm up 3,100. Then I shut down. Then I go for a walk, then I go to the park, I even do my recap. And for some reason, I decide to get back on. And it worked out, like I said. It worked out for a little bit. I got up to 4,500 from 3,100, but then I rolled all the way back over. Next thing you know, I'm up only 1,700, and I am just pissed. I'm like, are you serious? All I had to do was shut down. All I had to do was go watch TV, go eat potato chips, go do anything except for break your rules and overtrade 2.0, because I already overtraded. But not only that, I came back on about lunchtime. And I was like, why did I do that? And I said, you know what, screw it. It's just one of those days where it's just like, screw it. I'm just going to trade and trade and trade. I can afford the risk. I'm up over 160 grand on the year. Let me just trade what I see, shrug it off. It's whatever. And so that's what I did. And it 2 hours later, I found myself up 6 grand. Now it wasn't an easy 6 grand. There was definitely a lot of choppiness. So I go up to 2,500, come back a little bit, go up to 3,000, and then 3,500, then back down a little bit, then up to 4,000, and then back down, and then up to 5. And then my last trade was a good trade of about 1,500 bucks. I went from about 4,500 up to 6 grand. Right when I saw 6 grand, once I saw 6 grand on my P&L, I was like, all right, mark it out, take it, shut down. I had a headache. It was like 1 hour to close. And luckily I did shut down. And it did end up ripping a little bit further than where I left. But I mean, you can't sit here and say, oh, I'm missing out. Oh, I missed it. You just got to take what you can get and get out before you lose all your freaking money. Because the market will take your money like that. It'll take your money. It has no problem taking your money. And so it was a freaking close call today. But luckily, walking up $6,000. We'll talk about some of the areas that I got in on the recap, and we'll try to keep it as short as possible. Man, just so much extra stress, and this is not a good long-term strategy to do what I did today. Tomorrow I'm gonna have my timer. I'm gonna respect it. I'm gonna walk away early. I'm not gonna push it. It's just I'm gonna go bald, but I'm gonna lose all my hair by the time I'm 30 if I trade like this forever. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it at all. So with that said, let's get into the recap. So here we are, $6,000, actually $6,004, but with commissions, it's going to be about $50 less, probably more like $70 less because I did trade quite a lot. 352 orders. Wow, that's a lot. I traded so long today. Like I said, I had a headache by the time I was done. But I traded 3 stocks. IVDA traded that early part of the day and did all right on it, but then I did lose about half my profit on it, and so I walked away. I traded up in this area when it was pushing. Was doing all right on it. Got up to about $1,500 on it, I believe, trading it up in here. Sold off pretty hard. I think my last trade was right in here where I stopped out, and that's where I think I got in a big size here. And then it was just kind of choppy, and it looked like we were going to accelerate here up to about 360. I had that kind of mapped out as a level to watch. It looked like we were going to do it. It didn't do it. Real choppy volume here. Not a clean volume profile at all right here. Red, green, nothing. Even the highest volume here is red, so that's a red flag. But so this was probably the stock I first did well on. Then I lost half profit, which was disappointing. Then I went over to SST because that's the stock I traded last week. But it sold off pretty hard right here. But I traded in this area here. Man, I don't even remember. It was such a long time ago. It feels that I was trading this thing. But anyways, I was trading SST. Did all right on it. You know, I was bitter about losing half my profit on IVDA. So I jump over to SST, make a little bit, get up to $2,200. I think at one point I did trade Veru. I lost about $500 on it. So I got up to $2,200, and I was like, all right, this is good. I kept trading SST. Before I know it, I don't know, maybe it was a couple of these false breaks. Next thing you know, I'm down $1,100. Sorry if you hear my dog barking, but I was down $1,100. I was pissed, but I kept trading. I think maybe that was when I went to Veru, which I'm not really going to talk about. It was a higher float stock at 60 million. I mean, the chart's straight up, but I could not. It was a higher float stock, and I know I'm not good at those. I tried to take a couple scalps, but I mean, this wasn't really a stock for scalping. I mean, it probably was for some people, but for me, it wasn't my kind of trading. The price movement was not my kind of price. Oh, is the camera here? I thought it was here. So 420 red on it, whatever. SST is what I traded mostly today. And you can see my buy and my sell here, 9,000 by 9,000. That's not a lot. SST is what I traded all day long. And man, oh man, did it just really frustrate me. Traded it up in this area, got up to 2,200. Next thing you know, I think it was down in this area here after this big sell-off here. Not really a big sell-off, but it just kept getting pounded and pounded. Then I left after... Oh, where was it? I'm so turned around. Anyways, I traded in this area. Then I left, and I missed all of this. But I ended up getting back on about right here. Traded all the way up to $29, got up to $4,500, and then right here is where I lost it all back to $1,700. And mind you, this is about lunchtime. And I had shut down, done my recap previously already earlier in the day. Did a walk in the park, full 9 yards. Anyways, I get up to 4,500, so it's looking good. I'm up in this area. Next thing you know, it's dropping hard. I'm up only $1,700 on the day, and I'm just pissed. I'm like, really? Like, I was on the verge of. I mean, on this kind of stock, it was like with 2,200 shares, it was like each trade was either going to lose $500 or make $500 or more. It was big spreads, and it was risky. I'm not going to lie. Luckily, I caught this trade here up through to $28. That got me a little bit green. That kind of got me back to 2,500. Then I tried to take some scalps here. Got really choppy here, really light volume. Traded this pop here, I believe. And because I think I lost here. I don't know. But anyways, I did trade this one right here. This got me up. Then there was this trade here, which really didn't work. I thought we'd take off. Didn't work. Took a couple stabs. It was really going back and forth here, barely making it nowhere. I caught a nice win down here, getting in around 25. Rode this up. That was a nice trade. Pull back. I thought we'd continue higher on this. Nope. Got stopped out. Got chopped out. chopped out. Kept taking a bunch of stabs here, like here and here and here, and kept getting stopped out, as you can see. But I kept watching it, and then finally get above that resistance line, pull back a little bit, boom, I get in right here about 26.10, ride this up to 26.60. That's a nice 30-40 cent win. Pull back. I don't know if I caught this. I think I did catch it. Break the pivot there, caught that. Now, mind you, these are like 50, 60 cent moves here. Pulls back, comes back up, and then I think this may have been my last trade right here that got me up to 6,000. This trade up here. And no. This was my last trade, I believe, that got me up to 6,000. I didn't trade this. It looked a little too risky. So I didn't get the breakthrough 27, but enough to get up to 6,000 on the day. Super lucky, super fortunate, because I did overtrade. I did break a lot of rules. And, I mean, I was playing with fire today. Luckily, it worked out. The risk I took worked out. I used my patience to get in on good low-risk areas. I refocused when I got frustrated. But again, I shouldn't be trading that late into the day. I should be trading the first hour or two, and if you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. I threw a fit, and it caused me to go through a lot of stress today. Yeah, I made $6,000. That's great, but it wasn't honorable. So where was I? So anyways, yeah, I shut down, and then from here and here I was off. So I made my last trade about right. So SST, not a bad stock. I mean, there was news on it. Let's see. There was news on it. 5 short squeeze candidates. When I saw that, I was like, I mean, how much more stuff do you need to be in your favor to see some type of short squeeze? And we did. I mean, we did give the shorts a run for the money. I mean, it was way down here at $21. It looks like it was dead. I thought it was dead. And I don't know why all these studies are here. It doesn't save it sometimes. We gave the shorts a run for the money, like I said. So the selling off, pop, that was nice. Traded that. Since sell off is like, okay, it's dead. No, it curls, breaks up here beyond my expectations. I didn't think we would even do that. Not only did it come all the way back to 24, pulled back, it ripped all the way up to almost $30. What the? You can't tell me that some shorts didn't get squeezed out on this. You can't tell me this is not at some level a short squeeze. This is a short squeeze. Not like a GameStop, not like a super major short squeeze, but it's definitely a lower grade, decent short squeeze where shorts were pinched, and if they didn't cover here, they were marketing out up here, and some shorts were doing that. You best believe it, because some of them thought, right here, we're done, gonna sell off. Next thing you know, it does this weird curl. I mean, there's like some big player must have held it here, because it didn't even break below here. It tested it like 5 times. It was just like a hard curl. It's just like there wasn't even one little pop below here. I would have waited for a pop and then an entry, a pop below here, below support. We didn't even get that. It curls against all logic, against all hope, against all whatever, curls, and it just rockets up. It's like, really? And I missed all this. I was in the park watching this. I was like telling my sister, I was like, oh, I'm missing out. Because I had shut down after, I don't know, a couple trades here, maybe the break. I think I shut down here at the break at 24. I was like, okay. I saw a curl in here. I was like, all right, we'll probably shake some shorts out at the break at 24, which we did. We broke 24. We got a little push, and then it sold off, and I was like, all right, it's done. And then I didn't even see, maybe I was down looking at this, but I mean, this looked like it was going to go short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was like 6, 7 candles here, 8 candles here, testing the support area. It didn't even budge by a penny. In fact, it was ascending, and next thing you know, this just takes off. And that's partly why this took off so much, because it did look like it was going to go short. And there was shorts that probably went short on this, but it didn't go short, so it curled. And so one by one, the short sellers had to cover, or they had to cover up here. If they didn't cover on this move, they covered on this move. And if the stubborn people didn't cover on this move, they were covering up here. And I mean, there's just no surprise. The news literally said top 5 stocks, candidates for a short squeeze. I mean, that's just, how much in your face can it be that this stock will probably curl off the lows and give the shorts a run for the money, aka make some nice moves above VWAP. I mean, we went from $21 to $30. That's like from 21 to 30. That's a 50% move? And 50% move, that's pretty good. So $6,000 today. That's great. My stats right now for this month are just, honestly, they almost look like fake stats. I'm just almost a 4-to-1 winning trade to the average losing trade with almost a 60% accuracy. And I'm already, 4 months into the year. So this is not just like a week of statistics. This is like 3 or 4 months of trading performance. Like the 4-to-1. I mean, if I could scale this strategy up, bigger share size, this is probably one of the most profitable strategies that there is out there that I know of. I don't know of anybody that has a 4-to-1 average winning trade to average losing trade with a 60% almost winning accuracy. I don't want to sound arrogant, but I mean, it even impresses myself. I didn't even think it was possible to have this. Now, I'm maybe due for a pullback. And why is this so bright? Come on. So I'm probably due for a pullback. So I'm not saying I'm going to finish the year here at $2,500 daily average. And if that was the case, I'd make almost over 600 grand this year, which is double from last year. Like almost exactly double. So stats are really good. I mean, I can't even complain one bit. Stats for April are great. Sample size is pretty small, so you can't take it with a grain of salt. Looking at the stats this month, look at that. 2,600 to 300. That's what is that? A 7-to-1? Is that like a 10-to-1? That's pretty crazy. Now that's probably not going to stay the same throughout the month, but maybe it'll stay close to that. But my accuracy is a little bit lower at almost 50%. It's right in the middle there, 55%. So not the best accuracy, but man, $2,600 is my average winning trade, and my average losing trade is $300. So probably due for a reversion to mean there. Probably due for a little pullback. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. It was a close call today, so that's my warning for tomorrow. Close call today. So be extra careful tomorrow because you're treading on thin ice. So. With that said, I'm going to get on with my day. Please like, please comment, please subscribe, please refer people to my channel like always, 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 always. And with that said, I will let you guys go. I'll be back tomorrow with another recap. Hope you guys tune in for that. And with that said, take it easy. Peace.